Hi, I'm Lattouf, founder and CEO at Tickitto. In setting this company up, I made a promise to myself that I wanted it to be a place where I actually enjoy working at. I wanted it to be a place that attracts exceptional people, that it would be an absolute pleasure to do business with. We wanted to film this video today to do a bit of a deep dive into what it means to be working at Tickitto. Our workplace culture is available for you to read online if you're interested. It gives a bit of an overview about our values and how we work together. We understand today that the world is changing very quickly, especially in line with the disruption that COVID has brought into the workplace. What it means to be working today is very different to what it meant to be working last year. And so we've simplified it into one key principle that cuts through. You work how, when, and where it best suits you, while keeping Tickitto's best interest at heart. We've also distilled this into 5 key pillars that remind us of who we are and who we aspire to be. One of our key 5 pillars is that we trust by default and then verify by performance. From day one, you have our 100% absolute trust to self-manage, and you have complete discretion to complete your work how, when, and where you see best suits you. And to us, this really means that we care more about the impact you're making than about watching the clock over your shoulder. It also means that we know and we trust that you take ownership of your work and you'll be able to deliver it within the set deadlines, if we give you the space to do so. And more importantly, we recognize high performance and we reward that very well. As a startup, the most important thing and the most important asset for us really is time. We treat everything with a sense of urgency. And so the flexibility and the freedom to do work should never come at the expense of speed. Another key pillar for us is doing work that actually matters. I'm going to share with you a story that I heard not too long ago in light of the Tokyo Olympics. It's about the British track cycling team. The team was renowned for having a culture of focusing on one thing only, and that is Olympic gold medals. They were really focused on measuring their daily activities and making sure that anything they do directly contributes to them achieving that gold medal. And if at any point they realized that what they're doing does not contribute to that, they would stop it and then refocus on doing something that gets them closer to that gold medal. We believe that's a great way of operating. And to us, it means that you're actually being productive. There's a high level of quality that we hold ourselves accountable to, and that you're actually working to deliver an impact and not working for the sake of working, meaning that you take better control of your time. At Tickitto, we see a great engineer prioritizing bug fixes over new product releases. And as counterintuitive as that might sound, it actually means that we minimize taking on technical debt. Product releases that are built on improper foundations force us to pay significant effort later down the road in order to course correct, meaning that we're actually taking a few steps back in order to move forward. Another key pillar for us is 1% better each day. We're firm believers that great things are a combination of small things. The tiny changes that we make and the tiny improvements we make on a daily basis may not be notable, and they certainly will not make headlines in the short run. But the fact is that the combination of these tiny gains actually compounds. In fact, if you push yourself 1% better each day of the year, you end up 37 times better towards the end of the year. And to us, this really means consistency, adopting iterative approaches as opposed to waterfall approaches to product development, to marketing campaigns, to anything at Tickitto. And more importantly, it means that you take every day as an opportunity to experiment, to try something new, and to push yourself a step forward. Too often we convince ourselves that great successes require great big moves. And in doing so, we put a lot of negative pressure on ourselves to make groundbreaking change. This absolutely does not mean at Tickitto that we're not pushing ourselves to our best potential, but it means we do so and we break it down into a series of small steps so that we actually put positive pressure to move forward and to deliver, to make an impact that allows us to push the needle forward, greater than the sum of our parts. We place a huge emphasis on everyone taking ownership of their own responsibilities, but at the same time, working collectively as a team is very important in order to push the mission forward and serve the needs of our customers. Data silos and information asymmetry, for us, are barriers to collaboration, and therefore we champion high quality and open communication networks, trust, and willingness to embrace creative conflict. A great sales development representative at Tickitto shares context and information so that the entire sales team is able to make the right decision and contribute. But more importantly, an exceptional sales team at Tickitto wins together and loses together. We see losses as opportunities to learn and move forward, and never as an opportunity to blame or point fingers. Courage. This pillar is foundational because key aspects of work to us would not exist without courage. Leadership requires taking bold decisions. Innovation requires venturing into areas that are unknown in order to create and deliver something new. And sales requires knocking on the doors of prospects, many times in the face of rejection. To us, courage at Tickitto really means two things. The courage of speaking up your mind and opinion even when you disagree with the majority, even when you disagree with me. At any point in time, you should feel comfortably safe and psychologically safe to be able to express and voice your opinions. It also means that when you see us not living up to our values and our key pillars, that you speak up even if culture or environment isn't your area. A great place to work is only great if people are actually fighting to make it great. The most tragic failing for me personally would be to build a company that it absolutely sucks to work at. We could have really picked 1,000,001 things to focus on, but these 5 key pillars are central to us. They act as part manifesto and part employee handbook. We use them to hire, and we certainly use them to evaluate how you're performing at Tickitto. This video is the first of many different videos that we're going to be putting together to give you a sense and a flavor of what it means to be working at Tickitto. Thank you.